Your voice did not disappear when something bad happened. It disappeared when you stopped trusting yourself. Today, I want to talk about the fear response, especially the freeze response, and how it affects your voice. So whenever your nervous system feels like it's being threatened, there are 3 different ways it responds: fight, flight, or freeze. They all have their own set of issues, but today we are going to focus on the freeze response. So I want you to think about the last time you were surprised by something. Imagine the last time somebody shocked you, or perhaps you did not expect somebody to come into the room while you were deep in thought. And try to remember that feeling of when you gasped. And you can see it in my body as well, what happens to me. So if you want, go ahead and do a gasp and notice everything that's happening. Notice your throat. Notice your shoulders. Notice your face. Your tongue. Everything tightens up. And so a fear response that results in a freeze can wreak havoc on your voice. If you were in a situation growing up where somebody was constantly belittling you, putting you down, or worse, if you were living in a state of chronic fear when you were growing up, then your body had to learn how to hold these fear patterns inside on a regular basis. So you may feel a lot of throat tension, your face may be very tight, your shoulders may be chronically in an upright position, you may suffer from headaches, sore throat, thyroid issues. It makes sense if you think about it, if your body is holding these patterns for a chronic and an extended period of time. So today I'm going to give you an exercise that can help you begin to relax these muscles, because the only way to free your voice is if your body is in a relaxed state and if your mind feels at ease and comfortable trusting itself. So let's get into a nice upright position. And I want you to roll your shoulders back. Nice and slow. And begin to incorporate your breathing. We'll breathe in as we go up, out as you drop back. In through the nose and out through the mouth. A couple more. And let's go ahead and stretch out the face muscles. So follow my lead. Flutter the lips. One more time. Now we want to go ahead and work out our forehead muscles, which is an area where we hold a lot of tension, especially if we're concerned about our safety. So let's go ahead and put our 2 fingers on the third eye point and push up. Turn the wrists and spread out. Breathe in as you press up. Drop your jaw and exhale. One more. Let's take the same 2 fingers, the side of the nose, and trace underneath the cheekbones like this. Now, when you live in a scary situation, the bully in your life can give you a hard time for showing emotion. And so these muscles help us to express feelings of happiness and disgust as well. But chances are, if you were living with a scary person, they didn't want you to be happy. And so you may have frozen up these muscles right here, because these are the muscles we use when we smile. And so we're going to do another exercise after this to help with those smile muscles. So take these 2 fingers, forefinger and middle, put them on the cheekbones and drop your jaw. Ah, ah. Press and shake. You may feel some intense sensation here if there's a lot of tightness. And this is the exercise that's going to relax your muscles and eventually make it possible to easily express emotion on your face again. Let's go a little bit lower below the cheekbones. Keep that jaw slack and make some sound. Go, oh, oh. Let's go a little lower. Oh, oh. And the chin, keep it slack. Ah, ah. Continue to make some sound as we go around the mouth. Nice and open. Let's go the other way. Good. And we want to address the jaw, because when you live in a scary situation, everything you say could get you in trouble. And so what happens is we end up clenching down on our jaw. It's a protective measure to prevent yourself from saying the thing that might get you in trouble. So you will end up with chronic tension in your masseter muscle right here. So we're going to work out the jaw right now. So let's go ahead and take 3 middle fingers, drop your jaw, loosen your tongue. Oh, side of the jaw, and we'll press in and up. And let's go ahead and incorporate our breathing. So we'll breathe in as we go up. Exhale as you come back to reset. Couple more. One more. Something else we do to keep ourselves from saying whatever it is we want to say out of fear is we will hold our tongue. Literally, we will hold our tongue, not with our hand, but with our will, with our muscles. So let's go ahead and relax our tongue by lifting up like this, taking our thumbs, and we're going to just press in like this with a relaxed jaw. Ah, make some sound. Oh. Okay. And let's do one more massage, because whenever you hold back whatever it is you want to say, you begin to form tension in the throat area. If you're in the middle of saying something and you feel, oh no, I have started saying the wrong thing, that fear response that shows up is going to freeze these muscles right here. So let's just take one hand, and what you're going to do, just very gently, we're going to hold our hand like this, and we're going to just gently stroke like this. There's no real pressure here, just very gentle pressing, just a little bit, nothing too hard. The throat area is very delicate, so be very careful here. Keep your jaw slack. Ah. Ah. I might make you yawn. That's good. If it does, it means you're releasing something. You're letting go of some stuck energy. Keep that jaw slack, close your eyes, and feel that sensation. Now, while you're doing this, you can switch hands if the other one gets tired. As you're doing this, I want you to imagine your ideal parent whispering into your ear, telling you everything is fine. You are doing so well. I'm so proud of the work you're doing. And I want you to relax. I want you to relax your throat. And now for our final exercise, we're going to do a hum as we drop into an ah. So whenever you do a hum, you should be able to feel some pressure in the roof of your mouth. Go ahead and do some humming right now as I guide you. Notice what's happening to the back of your tongue. Notice if you can feel any vibrations going down your throat. Notice the pressure in the roof of the mouth. Maybe you feel it in your sinuses. Maybe you feel it in your cheekbones. Maybe you feel it in your third eye point. And maybe thanks to that dropped tongue in the back, that relaxed tongue, maybe you feel the vibrations all the way down into your chest, to your sternum. And so here's what we're going to do next. We're going to start off with that hum. We want to feel the vibrations in the roof of our mouth, in our sinus area. We're going to feel that resonance. We're going to keep that vibration right here. As we drop the jaw, go, ah. Take your hand and actually make it drop down all the way. Ah. Your tense masseter muscles want to keep it upright. You are going to tell it gently, ah. We're dropping down. And so we're going to start with a hum and drop into an ah, like this. Ah. 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 Make sure your tongue is down. Tip of the tongue is at the tip of the teeth. Ah. Ah. Ma. Close your eyes and feel the sensations. Ma. 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 Now close your eyes and be still and notice your breathing. Notice any sensation in your face, in your throat, in your chest. Feel free to pause and continue doing this exercise. This is a really good practice for learning what it feels like to have a relaxed voice. A relaxed voice resonates in the roof of the mouth, in the chest. The tongue is relaxed. It's not holding tension. The throat is calm. It's not seizing up. So your journal prompt for today is this. Think of a time when you felt afraid to speak. Or perhaps you had the courage to speak, but then halfway through you regretted it because of the fear response. What does your fear response feel like when that happens? And how could you do things differently the next time it happens? What is something that you can do? What can you pay attention to? Any of those sensations that you noticed just now, the tongue, the roof of the mouth, the throat. Choose one of those things to pay attention to the next time you encounter the freeze response when you're trying to share something with your voice. If this was enjoyable for you, if you felt like it helped you, then please check out my offerings in the description down below. I have a 7-week course called The Voice Liberation Method, a private community that's amazing with lots of activities and lots of opportunities for you to learn more techniques like this in an enjoyable, fun, and healing manner. I also offer one-on-one coaching, as well as a weekly newsletter, which you can check out. So check out those links below, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember to keep going because the world needs your unique voice.